Wait, what?
What's up, fellow Zam Jammers? Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. And also, because I haven't said so recently, thank you to each and every one of you who have decided to hit that subscribe button and become Zam Jammers. Thank you very much. There are two people who I just need to give a special shout out to before this video continues, and those are Lazy Gamer 71 and Msteristing. I hope I pronounced that right. Guys, these people are really setting the tone and the atmosphere on my YouTube channel. They're competing to be the first ones to comment on my YouTube videos. Down there, you know the comment section? They use it and they use it competitively, and I love it. Thank you guys so much. On to the video, the topic of today's video. It is YWAM, NMU and UCAN. There are going to be a few acronyms in this video, and for that I apologize, but that title I thought it was catchy because it's really relevant and it rhymes. Those are the three priorities that I have on my plate this year. There's YWAM, Youth with a Mission. I'm doing my missionary evangelical training school. Then I'm doing university at NMU, Nelson Mandela University. That is finishing off computer science and statistics. I will graduate at the end of this year. And then lastly, UCAN, which is United Christians at NMU. I'm the chairperson of that society. And these are my three big things this year. Besides giving guitar lessons and besides doing YouTube videos and whatever else presents itself, these are the main three things that I'm juggling at the moment. So let's start with YWAM. This is YWAM, the YWAM base in Port Elizabeth where I'm staying at the moment. And it's cool, it's intense. It's every single day from 9 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, that's a lot. And then in the afternoons we also have outreach. For example, we go to Walmer Township and do outreach to the children over there. Last night we went to Gap, that's Green Acres Presbyterian Church, for the youth. We played worship music for them and we gave them a message and really just spent some time with them. So it's really a whole bunch of things we do for outreach. I'm loving it at YWAM, by the way. It's really cool. I have amazing people like Sibu right now who's recording for me, and yeah, we also have opportunities like going to Muizenberg, Cape Town for events or conferences like Nations to Nations. Now, what this is it's a week conference. This time it was in Muizenberg, Cape Town, where many different YWAM bases from across South Africa, and in this case also a team from Namibia, come together in one place. And one thing you should know about YWAM is that people come from all around the world. Like, I think honestly Port Elizabeth has the most South Africans in its team. I mean, every other base it's like, what is there a South African or two South Africans out of 30, 40 people? So there were tons of people from all around the world. You can just take a look at my last video that I made from last week, a tour of the Muizenberg base. We did touch on some of the nationalities that the people were from. And yeah, that was really cool. Just getting to connect with a bunch of people, getting to understand their cultures and how they differ from South African culture. And also in that way, just getting to get a more broad perspective of our culture as a whole, when you get to hear what other people think about your culture. And you know, you get to think about things which you took for granted or were just, you know, normal in your way of thinking. So that was great. We worshipped every day. We had different speakers from different backgrounds sharing their testimonies and emphasizing the importance of outreach to certain countries where there's persecution for faith. One thing which was amazing, obviously not the main point of everything, but there was a fridge just for leftovers, and there were always leftovers. That means there was always food available to be eaten. For me, that was special, guys. That was special. But one thing that was really special, now this is like on another level, there's a base leader over there, and his name is Edwin, and that base is one of the biggest bases in the world. I think it's in the top 40. Edwin was busy sitting down. We were having dinner one evening, and he was with his friend Peter McCarthy, who's an international worship leader. He's really making it and going up, so maybe check him out, Peter McCarthy. But these two gentlemen are from a place called Mossel Bay, which by the way has won City of the Year, or 2 years in a row here in South Africa. They were sitting and they were busy chatting, and I was just talking to them, telling them like how I feel about the conference and my reasons for doing YWAM, which is of course one of them, the fact that my dad did YWAM and my mom did YWAM. Actually, they met in YWAM. Not to say you should come to YWAM to find a wife, but they did meet in YWAM, and they were like, "Oh, Chris, Zam, Peter, this guy's Chris Zam's son." And then they started talking. They were just really taken aback. The person who taught them in their SBS school, that's School of Biblical Studies, that's what you do after your DTS, which is what I'm doing now, Discipleship Training School. My dad was their teacher. So for me, that was really cool, just to see that right now I'm bearing the fruit of the seeds he planted way back then. Even the space over here in Port Elizabeth, the base leader is Lindani and his wife Nombuso. Now, Lindani was adopted by a man called Stefan, spiritually adopted. And my dad was also Stefan's King's Kid teacher back in the day, and they're really, really close friends right now. So just, I mean, this whole YWAM experience for me is really just it's inspiring a depth of gratitude inside of me. That's YWAM. That's what I can say to you about YWAM for now. Second of all, NMU. University is going all right. I've got classes on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and then a practical on Thursdays. So it's you know, a little bit busy, but I'm coping. I just need to put in more time every day. I've got a test coming up on the 16th of March, which is 2 days after my birthday. That week is going to be insane because I can't use my normal and maybe not so efficient way of studying. Or it's efficient, but maybe it's not, you know, the wisest thing, where I just ditch all of my lectures and classes on those 2 or 3 days before the test and just cram like 10 hours a day. I can't do that. I need to start studying like now. It's 2 weeks away. So pray for me if you pray, and if you don't, or just hold thumbs, because I'm gonna need it, and I need to start working like now, like yesterday. So yes, and that week is also going to be hectic because my mom is coming down from Joburg. She just got back from Taiwan, and she wants to see me. Also, a team who's been visiting us from Muizenberg, an outreach team. They've been with us. By that time, it would have been a month. They're leaving us then. So I'm really going to treasure my last moments with them. And also one of our base staff is going back to France, and she's been here like since last year, and I've really connected with her. It's just going to be a bit sad as well, having to conclude all of that in the midst of really having to study. So that's that. Lastly, UCAN, United Christians at NMU. It's been good. It's been real. We've got so much vision for this year to come. Even things that have happened already have really illustrated my heart for unity amongst the Christian societies, and to model unity to the greater extent of the university and even South Africa. We had an event called Burn 24/7 on campus. You might know what Burn 24/7 is. It was started by a church called Bethel up in America, but now it's a universal initiative where people just get together to worship. And for me, I felt like that was a great way to model unity. And just seeing that it was a huge collaboration amongst maybe 6 different churches and Christian societies, giving spoken word poetry, worship performances, speakers, prayers, and just it carries on. It really inspired me. I was so grateful to see the turnout of how many people came, and just to worship God. That was really inspiring for me, and just to see how Holy Spirit ministered to so many people, and the connections that were made, and just the atmosphere that came out of that. So yeah, I really need to prioritize this year. I've got those 3 things that are really big that I'm busy juggling, and on top of that, I've got guitar lessons, which I give once a week, and then also my YouTube videos. I want to keeping you updated, and I need to give guitar lessons as well, because that's my petrol. I need to get to university and back. And that's besides all of the other awesome opportunities that are presenting themselves right now. I'm busy learning that it's also important to have some time to myself, a bit of time to process what's going on, and not work out of a place of needing to achieve things, but out of a place where I feel content with myself and just giving my best to everything because I want to, because I want to share my heart and invest my heart in those things. So that is the end of this video. I want to say thank you again so much. If you made it all the way to this point in time, listening to everything that I have to say, I want to say thank you. And if you do want to become a Zam Jammer, you can still hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time, cheers.